Hi everybody, Scott Jors here again. This is another episode of the Wolf and the Neural Network. So it's been 1 week since the police were here in the yard. I called RCMP Sheet Harbour RCMP Musquodoboit Harbour and CSIS today. I haven't received anything. When I was speaking with Musquodoboit Harbour, the woman got rude and hung up on me. So I had to call the non-emergency line and file a complaint, and then I called Musquodoboit Harbour back and advised that I'd like Michelle and Corporal Atwell be registered as sex offenders. So look at this, guys. I went through all this abuse, and I'm asking for one of the commissioners to contact me. I didn't even got a call about a case number. Nothing. That's right. All this evidence submitted. Never even got a call from a commissioner saying, Scott, look, we understand how this would be frustrating and how you would be upset. We would be upset if this was our family and us, obviously. But they're not, because they want me to look a certain way. Right? They want me to stress out. They know I'm in poverty. I can't do anything. Right? So don't mistake what these people are. Dennis, Daley, and Mike Duheme are dirty fucking pigs who absolutely knew about this. And these dirty fucking pigs will frame you and your fucking family. Like, just hearing these cops is not a coincidence. You don't get this many dirty people together. This is a culture of dirty fucking human beings. Protecting dirty fucking human beings. And I'm sorry that you have to learn about it this way. But we have to face what it actually is. And we have to talk about what kind of filth and trash this really is. Because it's only a matter of time before they come for you and your families. All right, Nova Scotia, here's the recordings.
Sheet Harbour RCMP.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good.
Good. I had called a week ago about reporting 3 officers from that detachment in regards to covering up a violent sexual assault. And 2 officers showed up that day making false claims that I didn't report this and that I wasn't willing to be cooperative and whatever. And I expected somebody would contact me back, at least with a case number, but nobody's contacted me to do anything whatsoever, even explain to me what's going on. And I have reported a violent sexual assault where I do believe there are other victims. And I've repeated this to RCMP multiple times, and it's been ongoing for 2 years. So I have to suspect that there are other victims. Do you hear what I'm saying? And this was very serious event for me, and I'm very, very upset with your officers. Especially Jessica Welk. Now, here's my request, okay? Are these calls recorded?
No.
They're not recorded. Okay, I'll be slow with this, okay? What I need from the police is a case number.
Okay.
I need when the case was opened. And who the case was opened by.
And who?
And who the case was opened by, that's right. And when whoever contacts, well, it's not even a matter of whoever, the only person I want contacting me back is either Commissioner Dennis Daley or Mike Duheme. Again, stating this is a violent sexual assault, that the evidence is overwhelming, and I do believe there to be other victims. And I believe the officers in this case to be so negligent that it does warrant criminal charges.
Okay.
And I believe that okay, I'll just finish off, okay? I will not accept a call from anybody that is not Dennis Daley or Mike Duheme. I will see that as a direct act of like retaliation and further sexual violence committed against me. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow 4 hours to have the RCMP commissioner contact me. If not, I'm going to escalate this case myself.
Okay.
All right, so, and again, if I receive any call from any officer that is not Mike Duheme or Dennis Daley, I'm going to take that as a retaliation, and I'm going to assume this is further trying to cover up a violent sexual assault. And I'm going to take steps to make sure that this abuser is not abusing anybody else, okay? This is a serious risk to public safety, and I'm taking this very seriously.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. I know you're just a phone person, but unfortunately there's nothing we can do, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. Bye. Musquodoboit Harbour RCMP, Michelle speaking.
Hi, good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
I had called your detachment there probably 4 or 5 times since August 2024 regarding a violent sexual assault. More specifically of one of your officers, Corporal Atwell, showing up at my house and lying about it and laughing in my face about it. I did contact Corporal Atwell several times, and I have all the audio recordings, including the calls with the front desk, showing how kind and cool, calm, and collected I was, and showing him retaliating. And he lied at least 4 times in the recordings about contacting me back, and literally stated that that the officers just wouldn't lie about a sexual assault. Now, I do believe that there are other victims. All right, now this was a very violent incident. So now what I'm asking is that this case please be escalated to Commissioner Dennis Daley and Mike Duheme, and that Dennis Daley or Mike Duheme contact me back.
Who are you?
My name is Scott Yours.
And what is your phone number?
902-220-9106.
Okay, so are you calling with regard to an incident that has occurred now, like a new incident?
Well, I'm not sure of what Corporal Atwell necessarily registered it as, right? Because he came to my house and he lied about the sexual assault part of it.
You're breaking up, I can't hear you.
I'm not sure what Corporal Atwell registered it under. I'm sure that he lied and said that I was the problem and didn't record the sexual assault. So I don't know what he recorded it under. Can you hear me?
Okay, what's your address?
I'm not going to give you my address. You guys already have that on file. Again, I'm asking that this case be escalated to Dennis Daley and Mike Duheme citing a violent sexual assault. I do believe there are other victims.
Okay, so you already have a case open. What's the file number?
I don't know what he did or didn't do, and I understand that might be frustrating, and I'm just as frustrated as you.
Okay, so for me to look it up, did you give me your address?
I'm not going to give you my address.
Okay, you're not giving me your address. What's your date of birth?
I'm not going to give you my date of birth either. I've given my name and I've given my phone number.
I have your phone number. I'll pass it on. Thanks for calling.
Ma'am, I need this escalate. There's a serious sexual assault. Okay. Hi there. I was just speaking with the Musquodoboit Harbour detachment, and the lady disconnected on me because I don't think she liked the topic that I was talking about. I had called up because I was reporting a violent sexual assault, and I had audio recordings of one of the officers from their detachment laughing about it, lying about it. And once she heard that, she got really nervous because she knew she was on audio recording as well. And then they just hung up on me, and I feel like they're going to retaliate.
Okay, I can transfer you to our non-emergency dispatch line. They'll start a file, and if you have the member's name, they'll assign it to a different member so that you're not dealing with the same people.
Okay.
And they'll be able to handle that for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just one moment.
Hi there. I was just transferred to this number from police detachment. So I guess they transferred me over. I was speaking to Musquodoboit Harbour RCMP, and I was reporting a violent sexual assault where I think there might be other victims. Actually, I have very good reason to believe it, and that I had spoken to the officer from that detachment, and I had him on audio recording lying 4 and 5 times and retaliating against me and laughing in my face about reporting this abuse because it involved other officers. So at this stage, I'm really worried that Musquodoboit Harbour RCMP are going to retaliate because I reported such a serious incident based on the way that they acted. I do have the audio recordings of the call, but I want this recorded in case they do retaliate. Okay? That like I'm reporting a very violent sexual assault, and I don't know why they're acting like that.
Right, and sorry, and so did you say this assault was perpetrated and done by the members of Cole Harbour RCMP?
Not Cole Harbour, no, Musquodoboit Harbour RCMP. They knew about it and they laughed about it when it was reported, and they realized the mistake that they made and that they were audio recorded in doing it. So now I'm fearing they're going to retaliate based off of how the officer talked to me.
Okay, and what type of retaliation are you fearing?
I'm fearing that he's going to show up and he's going to fabricate records. He's going to say that I acted in some way to try to justify the way that he acted. because it is so serious. Because I've got 4 or 5 calls asking them about it, so I'm worried that Corporal Atwell is going to retaliate from Musquodoboit Harbour RCMP.
Okay. Do you know the file number for the initial police report that you had made?
No, sir, that's actually one of the things I'd asked him 4 or 5 times to please open a case in regards to this, and Corporal Atwell didn't open a case. And he said he'd contact me back, and he didn't. So, like, I don't even have a case number. And that's part of my concern, and that's what I'm so worried about.
Right. What was the name of the officer you were speaking to?
It would have been Corporal Atwell.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to take a 911 call, all right? I'll be right back with you.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that. I apologize for putting you on the hold there.
No problem.
Did you say you were actually at the detachment there? Who did you call initially to get put through to us?
I called this morning again just to report Mr. Atwell and ask to have the case escalated to the police commissioner. And
Okay. Sorry, which number did you call originally?
well, I called Musquodoboit Harbour because I wanted to speak to the front desk about having the case escalated. And I told the lady, and she's like, "Oh, you have to give me your address." And I'm like, "I'm not going to give you my address. I've given you everything else to contact me. Why do I have to physically give you my address?" And she said, "That's inappropriate." And I'm just like, "I just don't want to give you my physical address. Can you please escalate this?" And she hung up on me. So,
Did she hang up or transfer you to...
no, man, she hung up on me and she was angry about it. And I didn't do anything. And I've got the audio recordings. And she was the person
What is
who...
your name?
My name is Scott Jewers. Scott,
Spell your last name.
yep, Jewers.
Okay. All right, and what number could we potentially throw into a file there? I want to pass this along to make sure that someone's aware of the issues you're having here.
Please. I mean, I know there's not much you can do, but yeah. My phone number is 902 220 9106. It's like, I wouldn't want to call and do this, but the way that they acted, I mean, I've got the audio recordings, and I'm just nervous that she knows she's in trouble and he knows he's in trouble. Like, I'm just alone out in the woods doing nothing. So, like, you know what I mean? I've never had people act like that before when you report a violent sexual assault.
Right, and when did that particular assault occur?
That occurred about 1.5 years ago, and I've been contacting the police ever since. And the officers who were involved knew they made serious mistakes. And I've contacted CRCC, and nobody's contacted me back.
Okay, and did you make there are like lines to make professional standards requests or complaints?
I have, sir. Yep, I have.
Okay, and you have gone through that route?
That's right, and nobody's contacted me back. The officer who took that didn't record it, that it occurred. It is so beyond shocking. I wake up every day thinking about what happened to me, and all I want's a case number to have this investigated. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you were ever a victim of something like that, but just wonder why they're acting like this. I'm a little bit scared. I ain't gonna lie to you, but okay.
All right, well, Scott, I've got your name and phone number there. I can pass along any concerns you have. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, you too.
Musquodoboit Harbour RCMP, Michelle speaking.
Hi there, Michelle. I spoke with you a little bit earlier. I had to contact the non-emergency department to file a complaint. Can you please append to the complaint that I've requested for you and Corporal Atwell to be registered as sex offenders? Thank you.